All right, well, it is 4:30, so we'll get the work session underway. Call everybody, call the meeting order. But thank you all for coming. We appreciate you being here. I know with us now doing 2 work sessions a month, sometimes it feels like you just gave your update 2 weeks ago. And you really did. So if you have not had any new changes in your department in 2 weeks' time, it's not necessarily a requirement to jump in and feel like you have to speak if you don't have anything going on. But I'll leave that out there with a couple of exceptions. I will call on a couple of you because I think we need to hear a few things. But I do want to say thank you for being here. We'll mix it up. We'll start on the other end of the room tonight instead of, or this afternoon, instead of coming back from the left to the right. We'll start over on this side. I don't know if most of you know, we've got Mr. Everly here with Weed Edge. That's the engineer firm that works with us with the airport, working with the airport authority. So I appreciate you being here. If you can give us a little update on what's going on, that'd be great.
Yeah, absolutely. So we have an offer from DOT and FAA for funding for 6 total projects out at the airport. I'll run through those very quickly. For action tonight is they need approval to accept the grant and sign that grant. Most of these are projects that are to upgrade to current FAA criteria. So wind cone, we have a wind cone. The new wind cone will have an LED light inside of it, meet current FAA criteria. So replace that. Another one is for our beacon tower that will be repainted and it will be moved, but the paint will meet the current FAA criteria. Crack seal and marking project, that will meet the FAA criteria. And it will have, in the marking is a mold repellent, so the markings will stay brighter longer. That meets the current FAA criteria. That has crack sealing in it as well, so maintenance on the pavement. We have an apron expansion of about 70 feet to help our ramp be a little bit deeper to help circulation of aircraft. There is the AWAS, which we had, it's a weather station. Basically, it gives information to pilots. We have one, it lasts about 20 years. It's an electronic device. It's at the end of its useful life, so this replaces the AWAS system that we have out there. And then the last item is the terminal building, of which GDOT is paying, GDOT Aviation, out of money paid into aviation fuel tax, money toward the terminal building, and then there'll be an FAA reimbursement that comes in a separate grant from this. So those 6 projects all together, tonight will be a vote to accept that grant.
Very good. Thank you. Sounds like you've been busy.
Yes,
We appreciate it very much.
6 at a time is that's a lot for one airport. And I will say these are mostly funded out of again aviation fuel tax, so paid in by aviation users. We are getting way more than our share back because of the positive things going on at the airport. So it's good.
Good. Questions?
Yeah,
I'm just checking to see, you got anything you want to update with?
you wondered if you were really gonna call them.
I'm wondering, just bounce around.
Biggest update since our last meeting, we have got the aerial photography for this year captured. After many years of waiting and much communication, our LiDAR project finally got delivered. Now, when I say it got delivered, that means we got the information in a hard drive that's gone to our vendor, so you can't see it yet, but we finally got that part of the project done. We're hoping that we're gonna see all these updates, hopefully by May the 1st. All these people that love getting on there and looking at all that stuff, you'll love every bit of it. And other than that, we're just busy, just like always.
Any other updates on this side? Anybody wants to jump in? I know like I said, 2 weeks ago, we got updates from the vast majority of all departments, so I'm not trying to single out each one. You've got bid openings tomorrow, so I'm gonna let you speak for sure.
Bid openings tomorrow. We had 2 bids submitted for the lighting projects down at Aero Park. We'll be opening those up tomorrow and seeing what the numbers are. Also, baseball, softball, and t-ball registration is still going on. Next week, it adds $10. Will be late registration at that point. Cutoff date is February the 27th. Nothing after that will be accepted for the board. Just remember that opening day is going to be on March the 26th. That'll be opening day, 10 a.m., provided it's weather is good. But should have a big crowd. But baseball, so staying busy.
I know in the work session, one thing we're waiting to hear back from with the insurance swapping over this year. One of the questions with the summer camp, and they're doing the research right now, they may be having to put a cap on summer camp, the number of kids. There was some coverage that their new insurance provider don't have anything final on it yet, but we're waiting on the information. They reached out to their loss group to verify what that cap would need to be, or what that ratio of teachers versus kids, and not just teachers, but some adults versus the number of kids, because a lot of our staff are not necessarily adults, they're teenagers that are kind of assistants. So we should hopefully hear back in the next week. So I talked to Joe Walker for a little while earlier this week.
Yeah, first of the week.
He was gonna try to get us something back before today, but he doesn't yet. So just to kind of let everybody know, there may be a cap that we have to put on there for insurance purposes. We're trying to make sure we get that verified, and until we get the answer back, I don't know if that cap's at 10 or 50 or what, so we'll see. Ryan lit up when I said 10, I think they can handle 10 kids with a good ratio.
It depends on what 10 kids is.
Exaggeration. So we'll have that, hopefully we'll know something better in the near future. I know we're talking about bid openings on your side, Kirk. You wanna, on the road department side?
Yeah, well, our bids for Cove Road, Grandview Road, and our 3 or 4 West End resurfacing projects, the bids should go out for, to be posted in the paper next Tuesday. And we're gonna let those run for, about 3 weeks. Bid opening on them will be March the 21st at 1 p.m. And that'll be our summertime paving projects. Try to get them kicked off and underway. As far as other business, we finished up our part out there at the airport, got that all grass and seed ready to go. We've got a contractor's been doing some concrete work for us. He finished up the spillway out at Twin Mountain Lakes, did an excellent job on it. And other business, we got a couple random pipes we got to get put in, and then we're probably going to start on top mine, getting it set up for tar and gravel next spring. That's about all I got going on.
That's enough.
Not much, so be fine.
It's just a one day office.
On the road, I know you mentioned getting the grass put back down over at the airport. We're still working with the property owner adjacent on the fence line, the old Jasper Jeep, which is now Tutton Jeep, as far as what kind of trees need to go back along that fence line once we get it finished. But it is cleaned up, all the debris is removed. They've done an outstanding job. It looks good. So hopefully we'll be able to move past that particular project and keep going forward. So I appreciate you guys getting out there and getting it cleaned up so fast. Mr. Harris, I haven't seen you in a while. The weather forecast for today, I'm impressed that you came out of your hole.
Well, we've had a little break from winter weather threats every weekend to now back to severe weather threats. So tonight we're watching it between maybe 6 o'clock and midnight is to see what comes through with this latest front.
Anybody else on this? Any updates?
I'll throw something in if you want time. The hotel feasibility study. I think the basic research is done, and they're compiling the report now for us for marketing purposes, so that we'll have something to go out and talk to developers about the potential of putting a hotel or more in Pickens County. And that should be available to us sometime in March, hopefully.
Okay. Sure. Ms. Paula, you.
I just wanted to tell everybody that I've been working with Nina and Lisa with the HR portion of the website. And a little earlier today, they got a lot of extra things added on there from employees, like forms and more information. And it's a significant amount of stuff. So if y'all can tell your employees about it,
And I know you emailed all department heads, I think, especially departments that have employees that are not on email all the time, to make sure to share that with your staff, so that they can log in. I went in to play around just to look at it and pull up all the
Yeah,
things, but
there's
it's
actually
laid
been
out
more
well.
added
Good job.
today, so.
So, good. Okay.
I was just gonna share, the 911 call volume for January was up 33%
Up 33%.
from last year. And the 911 lines rang 14% more than last year.
I just wanna say how slow we've been with the fire department.
I heard that.
I'm just trying to change the look, because right now, busy's the word, and I know slow's supposed to be jinxy, but I don't know, we'd be jinxed a whole lot more.
Easy, easy,
I don't know if anybody went outside last night and took a look at the sky, but that might have explained a little bit of what you've been busy about for a little while. There was a full moon, bright full moon, so, I don't know if it's a superstition or that, but I know working in public safety for a while, it always seemed to be real every time.
And one other thing, I talked to Patricia Bryant earlier, and she wanted, on behalf of both of us, thank the county for the support we've got and the love. It's been a rough few weeks, but y'all explain why it makes Pickens County a great place to live and work. And thank y'all for everything.
We got your back, Cece.
Thank you. All right. Mr. Barnes, you got any questions for Lee? General discussion, I know we've got our meeting coming up at 5:30 that we'll be going through here in just a little while. In that, we do have a lease agreement with the Georgia State Patrol building that we're gonna go through a new lease agreement in that meeting, with hopefully being able to occupy a good portion of that building so that we can move some county offices over there. So we'll go over that in the 5:30 during the regular meeting. We're also working with the airport. I know Mr. Everly went over that one. We're still working back and forth. I know that we've had the public hearing fairly recently with the landfill, with Whitestone Valley landfill. We're still in the middle of, the attorneys are negotiating back and forth, so that is still ongoing. We're not at a point to have any public announcements at this point while they continue to go back and forth, but we hopefully will be to a resolution on that soon. So that's all I have on the general discussion side. You have anything? Late happy Valentine's Day, I guess. Yeah. Both the Dragons and Dragonettes travel to Dalton tonight to play in the semis for the region tournament. So both of them have made it to the second round. Should be great. Hopefully cheer them on. I don't know that I haven't seen where it's. I'm sure there's an online streaming for somewhere over there, but I haven't seen if the radio stations are covering it tonight or not. Do you know?
I don't know. I'm not sure.
Okay. I don't know if it'll be, but it's exciting that trying to both compete going further. All right. Well, thank everybody for coming. We've got the 5:30 meeting. I appreciate all you do.